as together we begin to present a story that is called The Princess and the Pea. Once upon a time in a particular kingdom, there was a particular queen. The queen had a particular son known as the prince. Hi, handsome prince. And the king. Hi, king. Now she also had some particular guards. You know the queen had some very particular things that going on, the particular rules that had to exist. You know the rule that says to look both ways before you cross? The rule that says to eat your vegetables? That was her. The rule that says to go to bed on time. Listen to your mom and dad. Wash behind your ears. Wash your hands and your face. That was all her. Even the rule that says to eat the yucky vegetables, even the ones you don't like. If he was to become king, in order for him to become king, they would have to find a princess to help rule by his side. So, it began. They decided to have a contest, and they asked their guards to make an announcement. You ask them, make a royal announcement. Hear ye, hear ye. Attention, every available princess. You can help them. So it was, the contest began, and the first princess to arrive was known as the Princess of the North. Is that you, princess in the purple? You were the Princess of the North, correct? Princess of the North came up the stairs. The guard, Princess of the North.
Presenting the Princess of the North.
The Princess of the North stood in front of the Queen. The Queen looked her up and down. And the Queen said, "What can you do?"
What can you do?
She said, "I'm the dancing princess."
You say that better. I'm the dancing princess.
So the princess began to dance. Do you like to dance?
Dance fairy.
Can you spin around? So she started to dance. It was beautiful. The Queen looked her up and down and wasn't so sure. The King said, "That was amazing."
That was amazing.
The handsome prince said, "That was cool."
That was cool.
But the Queen put her finger in the air and said,
Next.
goodbye. The Queen saw her and folded her arms. And the Princess of the South came up and she stood right in front of the Queen. And the Queen said, "What can you do?"
What can you do?
She said, "I'm a singing princess." Do you like singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star? Guess what? We're going to make them help us sing. How's that sound? Sound good? So they all started to sing. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. A princess took a bow. Right. She looked at the Queen. The Queen wasn't so sure. The King said that was very cool.
That was very cool.
The handsome prince said, "That was awesome." He gave her the look. The guard said, "That was amazing." The Queen stuck her finger in the air and said,
Next.
"Goodbye, princess." Back to the front row she went. You go back over there on the front row, on that bench right there. Put that these stairs for me. Put that there. She's like, "But you said." You can go sit right there by the girl with the blue cape. The Queen looked her up and down, said, "What can you do?"
What can you do?
She said, "I can do a handstand and a skateboard and juggle watermelons with my feet." Do you want to know how you mess up a torn labrum? That. Then they looked at her and she said, "Just kidding. Can you do that though?" Good. It's against Treehouse Insurance Policy. Instead, she said, "I can play a tambourine." This is really easy. Want to try? Hey, little tambourine girl, play a song for me. So she started to shake the tambourine, and it got louder and louder and louder and louder until she had an encore. The king said that was marvelous.
That was marvelous.
The prince said that was gnarly.
That was gnarly.
The queen stuck her finger in the air and said,
Next.
"Goodbye, princess. Nice knowing you. I'll take the tambourine." Juggle water once with her feet. It was totally cool. But as the day grew on and got longer, the queen began to get tired and she fell asleep in her chair. The guards closed their eyes. They slept with their eyes open. I have an older sister that was that way. The king fell asleep right there. The prince closed his eyes. He fell asleep with his eyes open as well. But down in the distance, there was a princess, there's the princess of the East, who was riding along in her carriage. And just then, it started to rain, but it was a little bit of a light rain, and it sounded like this. Then it picked up a little bit more, and it sounded like this. Picked up a little bit more, and it sounded like this. I'd use two, but I kind of... Then it was a downpour. This is my favorite part because it makes the cashiers wonder, what in the world are they doing in the theater? It was a downpour! The princess of the East got out of her carriage. The rain was coming down so hard that she had mud on her face. She knocked on the castle door, just that wall right there, and it woke everyone up. And she walked right on in. The queen sat up and looked at her and said, "Who are you?"
Who are you?
She said, "I am the princess of the East."
I am the princess of the East.
She said, "You can't be the princess."
You can't be the princess.
She said, "Princesses don't get dirty."
Princesses don't get dirty.
Is that true? Absolutely not. So she looked at her, and the princess of the East said, "I am too the princess of the East."
I am too the princess of the East.
The queen thought for a moment and said, "Well then, would you like to stay for the night?"
Well then, would you like to stay for the night?
She knew she could put her to the test. And the princess said, "I would love to."
I would love to.
So the queen quickly helped her get all dried up. Boom. Same shoes that have flowers? Hearts. Same heart-shoed
And
shoes.
you
Pink socks. Or pink in the inside of your shoes.
too. I have 0 socks.
White, 0 socks. Blue jeans and white fruit salad on her shirt. She was and a beautiful blue cape. She was all ready to go, and the queen said, "Hey chef,
Hey chef,
will you make the royal bed?"
you make the royal bed.
So he came up the stairs. The chef knew that he was about to make a royal bed, and he had a mattress. And another mattress. Uh-huh. And another mattress. You about ready? Almost. Do you want to push them against the window over here? Oh, sorry. This way. There you go. Like that. Keep that one a little bit more this way. The bottom one. There you go. You got it. Just like that. We're gonna go like this. How's that? Better? Okay. Then they had blanket, pillow, 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 pillow. I'm not even how to make bed. How many of you made your bed this morning?
I never make that.
Me neither.
Me too.
So you had those ready. You got the pillows there, and the blanket. Thanks, Kate. And the other blanket. Baby pillow.
Baby.
Thanks,
pillow.
Rebecca. I knew it flew off.
Pillow.
Blanket, 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 blanket. Pillows on top. Thanks, Kate. You got any other pillows?
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the one?
Kabam.
I
Smush.
I do my pillows at home and they're very easy.
Were these ones easy?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good. And then he did one last thing. He took the royal vegetable and he shoved it underneath the royal mattresses. Here's the royal vegetable. A pea about that size, and pushed it underneath all the mattresses there. And then, yep, oh, just like that. Very good. Uh-oh. They roll away. Happens to the best of pillows. And they were ready. And he looked around, made sure no one was looking at him.
This is
There we
too
go.
much pillows.
How many of you would agree that there's no such thing as too many pillows? I'm the only one. And the chef told her the bed is ready.
The bed is ready.
And the chef went, do you want to go stand by the prince over there? I'll let you. Yeah. So the princess knew the bed was ready, and she came over here, and she laid down on the bed. Mm-hmm.
That looks
Mm-hmm. She tried sleeping with a conveniently rolled pillow on her head. Lay down. But that wasn't comfortable. In fact, it kind of rolled. She tried sleeping with another pillow. Lay down. Right here. But it just flickered off. She tried sleeping with a blanket on her face. That wasn't going to work. She tried sleeping with the blanket over... Lay down. Her feet. But it just went over that way and it wasn't comfortable at all, was it? She rolled over to the left, the right, up and down and right and left and left and right and right and left and left and right and right and left. All night long she just tossed and turned. By morning she had not slept at all, and she stood up, walked over to the queen. Queen looked her up and down and said, "How did you sleep?"
How did you sleep?
The princess of the east said, "It was terrible.
It was terrible.
I felt a pea under my mattress."
I felt a pea under my mattress.
And the queen gasped.
What's that?
You ready? The king gasped. The chef, the prince, the guards, and the royal subjects and princesses all went. For the queen knew what that meant. She knew that it meant the only way you could fill that pea under those mattresses is if you were a true princess. So the queen said, "Do you know what this means?"
You know what this means?
The princess of the east, confused, said, "What does that mean?"
What does that mean?
The queen said, "It means you are a one and true princess."
That means you are a one and true princess.
And this princess smiled. And the queen said, "It also means you get to marry the prince. Come here, handsome prince.
Also means you get to marry the
Come here, dude." A lot of these like, "Nope."
Nope.
Come here, buddy.
Nope. Nope.
Just stand by me.
That's you, Michael.
Come here. The bell kills me every time. And it meant that the princess would stand right here and the prince right there, and I'll pronounce you princess and prince. Don't try to kiss the poor boy.
What the pig?
It meant they had a royal celebration. They had a big party and everyone cheered. You might be wondering what happened to that pea. Well, the chef took that pea and locked it up in the Royal Museum. Right there. And there it stays to this very day. But as for the princess, the prince, the chef, the guards, the king, queen, and the other princesses and royal court, they all got to live happily ever after. The end. Take you some
Do the craft and me and
I don't want to do the crafting, but I want to